And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. And, of course, Bilal Coulibaly. A part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
Good work there as it goes. He has 5. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Beringer. Right wing. Here's Mobley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
When you love a big man who can finesse his way to the line. Great up fake there by Mobley.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the middle. Pass to Whitehead. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Buzelis. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Mobley outside. And Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
And stolen by Booker. Driving inside. Pass to Mobley. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Mobley's got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Beringer. Back from outside. Jazz leading by 4. And here is Williams. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. Double team on Williams. Here's Whitehead. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Outside, Fox. Booker left side. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Jazz.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Williams, that's a 2-pointer. And Beringer pulls it down. Booker with no one around. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And I like that Mobley keeps his options open. He knows by making that pass, it could lead to something better.
And it's Fox with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Gray lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
On the wing, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Buzelis. And it's off from three-point range.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now, here's Fox. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Booker draws the double. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. De'Aaron Fox. And that's good. Fox has got 5 now.
Sometimes Fox gets room behind the three-point line because of that blow-by ability.
Down low. Mobley with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Eyes a 3 off the inbound. And Berger pulls it down. So it's Minnesota now. Nice move. It's Fox with the drive. That puts them in the lead. He has 7.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Nobody near Williams. Another miss by Utah. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Booker. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. To the inside. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And clearly, he's in a lot of pain. They call time, and the trainer's going to get a chance to go out and check him over.
Both teams will make substitutions. Clock at 4. Here's Diabate. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Now, here's ball. Inside. And Markkanen throws it down.
So good to see Markkanen using force on his finish.
Jazz passing it around. Pass to Page. Over in the corner, Williams. Driving. Oh, that was something else. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Here's Springer, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's Ball. On the wing, DiVincenzo. From outside the arc, buries it from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Definitely a volume shooter from range. DiVincenzo lurks on the perimeter, looking for these openings to strike.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Outside, Markkanen. To the right side. Diabate. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Springer can't get it to go. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Jazz shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Here's Page. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Outside, Markkanen. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Jazz lead by 3.
Utah.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And now, Hallie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Guys, back over to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And Markkanen throws it down.
Well, he's known primarily for his shooting, but don't be fooled. Markkanen is more than capable of finishing strong.
It's picked off. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's DiVincenzo. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Booker outside. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Another miss by Utah. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for them.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Connects from three-point range. Bryant's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Fox. Booker outside. Up and in on the layup. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Now, here's Mobley. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. 6 to shoot. And Mobley throws it down.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Bryant bats a two-pointer. Another miss by Utah.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Berenjay's shot is off. Jazz trailed by 10. Pass to Springer. And stolen by Mobley. For 3, Booker. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Booker's got 9.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
To end the run. A putback. Launches a 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
That's a nice shot, helping to space the floor for his team.
Here's the 3. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. The Jazz have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And the Jazz making a change here. Jazz trail by 9. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Cans it from downtown. He's got 9.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop them?
Shot's good by Williams. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to DiVincenzo. Mobley looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Whitehead. Now Williams, guarded by Jackson. Williams double team. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And there's the call. It'll go on Cody Williams. That's his first foul. Outside, Fox. Pulls from the top of the key. Utah with the rebound.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Utah shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
The kick out to Williams. He nails it, and we're tied up. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Well, DiVincenzo enjoys working inside. He can be appropriately aggressive in the paint.
The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
Pass to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The 3 from Bryant. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's on Lauri Markkanen. And the Timberwolves making a change here. The Jazz have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Timeout.
And that one falls for Bryant. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. They kick it out to Green. Three-pointer. Here's Berenger. Boom, he jams it straight down.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And Ball slams it in.
Great to see Lonzo take flight.
Here's Page. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Whitehead. Crafty move. Takes it inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Just 4 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Eight seconds left in the first half. Williams for 3. It's good from long range. Williams has got 14.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge.
A full speed attack at the rim. Fox is lightning quick.
Mobley comes with the double team. Pass to Whitehead. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Fires top of the key. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The kick out to Fox. Driving in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Well, that quickness from Fox will beat you if you're not careful. It's so tough staying in front of him.
Jacks up a 3, and Utah another 3.
Look, that's just smart recognition. They blitzed him, and he found the open teammate.
Booker with it, and it's Buzelis picking him up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Into the lane. Buzelis, no one around him. And Utah again with the bucket.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Fox feeling it out a bit. It's good. Fox has got 6 in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Buzelis. And the Jazz with another 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Timberwolves trailed by 5. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
What a great performance from Fox. Scoring well, shouldering the offensive load.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
but only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to Tyson. And here is Markkanen. He's guarded by Williams. To the left side wing. Outside, Fox. 5 to shoot. With the drive. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
There's a good screen. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 11. He makes his ninth. Shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Buries the long-range jumper. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
It's up a 3. That's no good. Miss number 5 against 14 makes. Williams from outside. They get it back. Here's Minnesota. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down hard.
And at just under 7 feet, you really have to pull out all the stops on Mobley inside.
Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many finished players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
Williams for 3. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Tyson. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Jazz leading by 5. And there's the drive. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Timeout. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
On the wing. He takes it in. Rebound, Minnesota.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
They kick it out to Green. Shakes him. And Green slams it in.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Back to Bryant. Over to the left wing. Springer knocks down the 3 ball. Springer's got his first 3 points of the game.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And here's Booker from the arc. That shot off. Jazz leading by 5. Outside, Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
A second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, that's what you love about DiVincenzo. He just never stops working.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Utah?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
To the paint. Here's Markkanen. Rebounded by the Jazz. Pass to Springer. .129 left to play here in the third. Count it. Now it's a 6-point Jazz lead.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Booker looking around. Devin Booker soaring in.
2 emphatic points. Devin Booker.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. The long-range shot from Booker.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back. And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
.27 seconds left in the third. Kicks it out to Bryant. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's good for 2. He's got 27.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Teams changing it up here. Nine seconds left in the third. Back to Fox. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth.
The Jazz, 86.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Jazz leading by 7. Out to Miller. Stolen by Thomas. And even 3-on-3 break. It's stolen. And now running up the court. Miller pushing it up.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Timeout called, Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
During that break, Minnesota's coach had some words for his team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there."
Okay, Allie, thank you. Pass to Berenger. Down low. It's intercepted.
Well, the defense baited him into that pass, and he fell into the trap. Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Jazz leading by 9. Here's Page. Nice move. Pass to Springer. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Here's Beringer. Minnesota again turning it over.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Pass to Springer. And he banks in the layup. Springer's got the lead up to 11 now for Utah.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start Buckley now.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Knocks it loose. Here's DiVincenzo. Good on the shot.
He knew he was going to take the bump. DiVincenzo converted anyway. That's just tremendous focus.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. It's Fox with the drive. Miller grabs the miss. Jazz leading by 7. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Mobley double-teamed. Now DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Here's Beringer. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Beringer's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Green. The rebound by Bryant. The Jazz with the lead. Out to the right wing. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Jazz passing it around. Here's Whitehead, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
For the 3, and the Jazz another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Fox has got 14 points now in the second half.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The shake. No good at the rim.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Love the recognition, realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Pass to Beringer. Sweet move. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Oh, and one little pump fake, and he had all the time he needed to go hard to the rack.
It's one of the most reliable moves you can make, GA. So pretty when it works.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Fox. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. On defense, the Jazz. And here's Booker from the arc. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Buzelis.
Keeping the defense honest. Can't be over-aggressive against Booker.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Timeout called, Timberwolves. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 16-point game. And the first one at the line is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Jazz leading by 14. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Now Markkanen. It's stolen by Bryant. He's off from three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's denied. Fires the three. It's good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Jazz.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
Shoots the three. The shot is off. Outside, Markkanen. Booker! And down goes the three. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Here's Jackson. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. Bryant with the steal. Here's Whitehead. Now Williams. And the three misses. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. South.